Formaji YouTube video k lia oper jo tum ny story lik kdhs k oper tai men strong hook lik k do. Hook jandar. Suspenseful our curiosity si barpor hona chaye k mary vaur engage ho jn our video ko ntk dekina single shoe lay at the gate. A cold wind blew, making the wooden gate sway slightly. I stepped closer. The smell of dust mixed with dampness hit my nose. It was so quiet I could hear my own heartbeat. The wooden floor beneath my feet creaked softly. Shadows around me seemed like someone was standing there. I looked away, but saw only emptiness. My footsteps echoed in the silence. My hand touched the doorknob, cold and numbing. The dim light made the shadow of the shoe look alive. I froze in place, afraid to move. A sound came from behind. Like someone was stepping, yet no one was there. I turned around. The single shoe began to move on its own. My heart raced, almost bursting from my chest. I stepped back. The door slammed shut by itself. The wind blew harder, as if someone was outside. The single shoe kept moving. As if waiting for someone to return, I froze, my eyes locked on the shoe. It twitched again, this time moving slightly closer to me. I could feel my pulse pounding in my ears. Every hair on my arms stood straight. The wind whispered through the cracks in the wooden gate, carrying a cold, metallic scent. It smelled like old rain and rust. I swallowed hard, but my throat felt dry, as if the air had been stolen from the room. I took a cautious step back. The shoe moved faster, almost sliding across the floor by itself. It stopped abruptly, and the shadow it cast seemed to stretch taller than the doorway. I felt my stomach knot, a deep, gnawing unease crawling up my spine. My hands trembled as I reached for the light switch. The dim bulb flickered once, twice, then steadied. The shoe was gone. I blinked, my mind struggling to understand. Then I heard it. A soft, dragging sound behind me. Not the floorboards. Not the wind. Something else. Something deliberate. I spun around. Nothing. Only shadows dancing along the walls. I told myself I was imagining it. My rational mind screamed, "It is just a shoe. It is just a shoe." But deep inside, a part of me refused to believe it. The temperature dropped suddenly. My breath came out in foggy clouds. I could see it hovering in front of me now. The shoe. No, not just a shoe. It looked different, as if it was stretched, elongated, almost like a hand reaching out from the floor. A whisper slipped into the silence. So faint, I thought I imagined it. Then again. This time, I could hear words. "You left me behind." I staggered backward, my back hitting the wall. The floorboards creaked under my weight. I could feel eyes on me, though I could see nothing. A low hum filled the room, vibrating through my chest. The shoe twitched again, then rolled toward the stairs. It stopped halfway, pointing, as if guiding me somewhere. I wanted to run, to scream, to escape, but my legs refused to move. Curiosity, fear, and dread battled inside me. Finally, I took a hesitant step. Every sound seemed amplified. The wind outside howled like a beast. A door in the far corner creaked open slowly. And I could feel the presence before I saw it. A shadow detached itself from the wall. Tall, thin, almost unreal. Its movements were slow, deliberate. I could see its face now. Or rather, the absence of it. No eyes, no mouth. Just a dark, smooth void. The shoe slid closer to the shadow. It stopped at its feet. And then, the shadow bent down. A hand, long, skeletal, reached for the shoe. I felt bile rise in my throat. My feet were glued to the floor. Suddenly, the shadow turned its head. And even though it had no face, I felt it staring into me. Through me, into the deepest, darkest corners of my mind. "You left me," it whispered, louder this time. The words echoed, bouncing off the walls, filling the entire space. I wanted to run. I wanted to close my eyes. But I could not. The air thickened. It smelled of decay and cold stone. The shadow stretched, towering over me now. The shoe moved again, now sliding directly toward me, as if beckoning me forward. My instincts screamed at me to step back. But my legs moved on their own. Step by step, I approached the shoe. Closer and closer. The shadow followed silently, like a predator circling its prey. I bent down and picked up the shoe. It was heavier than it looked, solid, almost warm to the touch. The instant I lifted it, a sharp chill ran through my body. And then the room shifted. Walls seemed to bend, the floor groaned, the shadows merged into one massive, swirling darkness. And from the darkness came a voice, loud and unyielding. "Why did you leave me?" I dropped the shoe. It hit the floor with a hollow thud. The shadow surged forward, moving faster than I thought possible. I ran, but the room seemed endless. Each step forward only brought me deeper into darkness. Then, a flash of light. I found myself at the gate again. The shoe was there, still alone. The wind had stopped. The air was still. I reached for the shoe once more. And this time, I noticed something I had not before. A small note tucked inside, written in